My friends found out that I was keeping the rent I was charging them, and called me greedy, so I kicked them out. Now they have no choice but to rent a much more expensive place. Studio apartments are going between $900 to $1,500 around the campus, with the expensive ones being closer. My uncle's house is one street over from campus, so I can literally walk to class every day. I'm charging my friends $700 per room, or if they double up, $350 per person per month, and split utilities evenly. They all jumped at the offer and no one asked any questions until recently, when one of them asked me how much the overall rent was. I was honest and told them about my uncle and our deal. That blew up in my face because now every one of my friends is calling me greedy for charging them rent and then pocketing the money. We're all in a huge fight and they all want to either pay nothing or throw a couple hundred in for utilities. I cried to my uncle, but he said now that I'm an adult, I need to make my own adult decision. He'll stand by my decision. I don't want to lose my friends, but I don't want to disappoint my family with bad grades either. I thought I was being fair with rent, but literally all of my friends are calling me a greedy a-hole. Update: I went to my uncle, this time without crying. This time he didn't tell me to make my own adult decisions and told me he was waiting for this conversation. This is what we agreed to do. I texted all of my friends and told them that because of the arguments and hurt feelings, we could no longer live together. My uncle offered to work out a lease for me in the beginning, but I refused because these were my friends. Because no one signed a lease, we didn't have to break any. I was worried about them suing, but my uncle said that the law in our state requires anything to do with real estate be in writing. Unlike other situations, real estate deals cannot be oral, so I'm good. This time I took him up on the offer of creating a lease for me to have new tenants sign. We spent the morning researching rent prices and making ads. My friends and I made an agreement at the beginning of summer. Now that there are only a couple of weeks left until school starts, we found almost nothing within 3 miles of campus. There were some options further out, but nothing was cheaper than $1,200 for a shared room, and that was in an old house with window AC units and 5 miles from campus. When the house was being renovated, my uncle had central air and heating installed. We came to a rent price of $1,300 and placed ads in several places including FB. Within an hour, I got a dozen messages. It's 4 p.m. now and I literally have over 100 messages. Many of them don't even need to see the house in person. Based on the pictures and location, they want to submit their application today. Some even offered to send me the deposit, and one person said her dad would pay me the full semester amount today. My uncle gave me some advice. Never mix money with friends or I might lose both, and never tell anybody my business. He told me not to lie, just keep quiet.